You're Wagwan fam. Mans are out here and shit, catching dubs. Little trade recap for you guys. Let me just make it be known that this was take profit 1. Stops are at break even. This is take profit 2. We entered in with 2 contracts for 2 reasons. 1, overextended, barely tapped into this 15-minute gap, which is honestly like the structure of my trade was us tapping into this 15-minute gap here. It's hard to see, but yeah, we tapped into it there. And then inverse this gap, and that's where I entered. Did that same thing on both indexes. Tapped in, inversed. Super choppy on ES right now, dude. We have this bearish SMT, so I'm trying to keep an eye on it. Because if I see NASDAQ break 1 minute structure to the downside, dude, I might even just close the trade due to the fact that we have that bearish SMT. Unless ES could break 1 minute structure to the upside, and then I'll just leave it. But if we're choppy, so fuck it, whatever. We'll just leave it for now at least. So yeah, anyway, coming into market open, we just shot up on NQ. ES, I wanted to long here, but I was scared of NQ filling this 5-minute gap and going lower because we do have low resistance draws under us. Not really low resistance, I would say, but we do have draws to the downside. I just had a neutral bias on the day. Obviously, I'm leaning towards being more bullish, and I'm looking for those bullish entries due to the fact that we're at all-time highs. Yeah, so, I mean, pretty simple, like, sorry, let me come here. We're printing bullish structure. There's opportunities to enter here. There's opportunities to enter here. I wanted to see this 15-minute get tapped into it first. So realistically, if I would have taken that first break, I probably would have been stopped out on this move or this move. So yeah, I just waited and I was just being patient. We also have Trump speaking at 12. So that was another reason why I de-risked, just because the fact that I did take this trade pretty late into the day. So if he speaks at 12, we're an hour away from 12. You never know how long your trade's gonna take, really, so I just figured it'd be better to de-risk, entered with 2 contracts. And yeah, so pretty simple. Tapped into the 15-minute, inverse the 1 minute to the upside, in bullish structure, bullish in the 5-minute, sweep draws below us. It was honestly a pretty clean setup. I was also watching TJR's live stream. He went short here. Like, he went short after this break to these lows with his stop loss at my take profit. Which honestly, like, I didn't really understand because, yeah, these lows are definitely a good draw on liquidity. I mean, 2 stacked up lows within a 15-minute gap that we should fill, can fill, but we don't need to take those out in order for us to move higher. And you obviously did not see that. So yeah, that's a trade for the day. I'm trying to think. I had something else to say to you guys. Just can't remember it now. Oh yeah, sorry. This is the one trade I did want to take earlier in the day, like really right at market open, but it was just too early for me to be as confident into it as I wanted to be. So I just let it go. But it was this fill of this equilibrium within, obviously within bullish order flow. Give me 1 sec. Wait, no, this was not. No, I was not trying to enter here. Fuck, maybe I was, but yo, I had honestly, I thought we had already broken 5 minutes to the up. Oh, we inverse this gap. Yeah, that's another reason why I didn't take it. It's because we had this gap up here. Okay, yeah. Sorry. We had this gap here, and we had this gap here, or something like that. And we inverse this, obviously filled an equilibrium range. Broke 1 minute structure here. So there's opportunities to go long here to like these highs. and something like this. But I don't know, like this RR is decent, like 1.5, but to only have my stops underneath one low is kind of bugging. To have it underneath two, it'd have to be like this RR, so it's kind of shit. So I didn't take that. And then also another reason why I didn't take it was just the fact that we had this fair value gap up here that could still be filled and we can move lower. Once we broke structure though, all I wanted to see was this gap get inverse, and then I was just trying to take longs. We're just printing super weird now, dude. Super weird. I might close. Nasdaq breaks 1 minute structure to the downside. I'll close. Yeah, we'll close. We'll close position only due to the fact that we broke 1 minute to the downside here. We broke 1 minute to the downside here, and we have this bearish SMT. To be honest, there's possibilities of ES sweeping this low, and Nasdaq maybe only coming to like here, and then having like a bullish SMT. But if so, like my stops are at break even, and I think Nasdaq could just come down all the way here. But we'll see. Like regardless, I'm up on the day, and you might say, oh, but like he traded closed his trade early. Well, I already took take profit one, had stops at break even, and now we're showing bearish confluences. Like there's bearish entries here on like the 1 minute time frame. Obviously, high time frame we're still bullish, but like it's just not something I wanna take a risk on and hold it. So it's all right. This is all right. Like I was targeting no man's land. I was just targeting RR ratios. So I went from this 1.15, and then I said, all right, next TP2. I wanted to have one at 1.5. Would that have fit? It would have fit. I wanted to have one at 1.5 and then one at 2, but I only entered with 2 contracts, so I wasn't able to do that. Yeah, so that's a trade recap for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.